If you've never played Unreal Tournament, it's one of the best arena shooters that ended up giving birth to games like Halo and, of course, Call of Duty. Unreal Tournament 2004 specifically was ahead of its time with both its multiplayer gameplay and its level design. But myself as a fan, I've been able to draw so much more from this series of games. I'm WIlkye Castro, and this is Talking Shots.
Chief, it's the return of the blade and slice shade, getting paid into my silhouette fades. A mercenary, spit celebrity versus scary sage, doing girlies dirty, splitting with obituaries. Death is not a factor, more than just a rapper packing hash up in the stash. Mine faster than the rapper, so
I guess empathy is always in the eyes of those that can show it. For me, Unreal Tournament taught me empathy in the story of Zan Krieger. So the story of Zan Krieger is one of my favorites because it's filled with so many sci-fi cliches that it just makes it feel campy, while also hitting a little bit close to home, at least a lot closer than you'd think about a story of a murderous robot. So Unreal Tournament, like a lot of these sci-fi games, takes place in the future where space travel is completely possible. The only issue that ends up coming of this is that humanity and human colonies start slowly collapsing on different planets. And one company in particular, named the Leandri Corporation, is able to take advantage of that and takes control of Earth. So what the Leandri Corporation does to distract, the general population from noticing the collapse, the slow collapse of humanity, they come up with this tournament, this sport to kind of distract everyone and put attention on something else. Leandri also goes on to create their own cybernetic team of robots to compete in their own tournament. Leandri conflict, more like Leandri conflict of interest, am I right? Right? So let's get to Zan Krieger. Zan was a cybernetic robot developed specifically for competing in this tournament, and guess what? Was made fucking correctly because he is a multi-time winner of the Unreal Tournament. The only issue with Zan is that his AI was so far advanced, he realizes the mistreatment of his own robot kind, I guess kind of like, getting sentience a little bit, and he actually revolts against the Leandri Corporation and those that have control over him. So Zan was actually really successful in pushing them back until the Leandri Corporation were able to finally suppress him. They realized he was way too valuable of an asset just to scrap and throw away, so they ended up wiping all his memories and continued using him for the Unreal Tournament. And that's where you start feeling empathetic about our boy Lil Zan. No matter how good he was, or even if he was at the top of one of the most competitive sports in current humanity, he was still able to be put down because of his own ideals. It's like, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I should not say that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So even with his talent and everything, he was still forced back into a state of almost slavery, where he's still forced to serve humanity and still forced to even forget about things that actually matter to him. So even though Dr. Krieger, our boy, revolted against humanity, was he truly in the wrong? I mean, just look at his name, Zan Krieger. That's a badass motherfucking name. It is not a Flex Marquise, and I saw that you put Trey's Kush Renata, Bay's Kush Renata. I was like, damn, that's good. So multiplayer in Unreal Tournament is almost entirely team-based, meaning that you just can't run out and try to Dirty Harry the entire other squad by yourself like a dickhead. So of course, depending on your preferred game type, teamwork could drastically change the outcome of a game, because a lot of these game types aren't just run out and kill the other motherfuckers. A lot of times it's, hey, go to this objective. Hey, go to that objective. Hey, capture that fucking flag and don't die, bitch. So especially when it comes to online play, you realize the importance of being able to work together with strangers. And this is kind of a life lesson that I've had to learn the hard way from working so many shitty jobs with shitty people where their performance affects my performance and they're completely correlated. It's kind of crazy to think that something as simple as an arena shooter could teach you how to work, or even manage an uncohesive team for the sake of reaching an end goal. One of the more interesting game types within Unreal Tournament is Onslaught, where you're put in these different scenarios and have to do specific objectives to carry on with the game. For example, having to get to the payload, or moving a train along, or even protecting a certain objective is just one of the missions that you have to do in this game type. And you start realizing how necessary it is to have good communication, good planning, and of course, good management with these strangers that you don't know. So all of this makes you slowly start realizing, is that little kid on my team that's calling me a bitch really my enemy? Or is it teamwork that really makes the dream work? Playing Unreal Tournament and expecting it to be a Call of Duty clone was your first motherfucking mistake, loser. An arena shooter is always going to be fast-paced and involve tons of accuracy. There's no aim assist like these newer baby shooters, so you actually earn it when you get a headshot while you're running at 50 miles per hour. So arena shooters like Unreal Tournament and Quake make you value your pacing, your movement, and of course, your shots. Because one bad shot could immediately lead to your death and immediately make you look like a bitch in front of these strangers that you're playing with. And these skills aren't just exclusive to arena shooters. If you've noticed, a lot of these, precision, speed, movement, or even just be able to pre-plan your next moves could help you in anything from fighting games to even newer shooting games, or even battle royales like Fortnite. The thing is about Unreal Tournament and arena shooters in general is that it forces you to adapt. You have to pick it up quickly or you will be left behind. And that could kind of be reflective of in life. Some people are born with natural talents and abilities. Some are just better than you when they start out games, but we all know that with hard work and dedication, you could get yourself to that level. And Unreal Tournament and Quake reward you for that immediately, and you can see the results. Take a clip of you playing from your first day, compare it to your third month, and you will see improvement. So guys, what are some of your favorite arena shooters? Is Unreal Tournament as good as I'm saying it is, or do you think it's absolute horseshit? Remember to like, share, comment below, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. I'm WIlkye Castro, and this is Talking Shots.